At the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream. So it's May of 2023, which means I had hip surgery 4 months ago. It's an opportunity that I've kind of looked at as God-given. I wish I would have done it sooner. I have more mobility, more range than I ever have had before because I have access to it now. One of the problems that I kind of run into maybe in the last 2-3 weeks, strength is not there yet. Shuffles are really hard, putting all the weight on that surgery side, bearing all 200 and currently 238 pounds of me. It's almost like my entire right side has forgotten how to do everything goaltending wise. And I know the comment section probably go nuts about that one, but shuffles, I can do them great to my left side, but to my right side, I kind of forget how to weight bear. Reverse VHs, here's a clip going to my left side with the right, surgery side pushing, and it's just clunky, it's awkward, and my leg's kind of forgotten how to do that. The surgeon did an amazing job cleaning up the problems that I had before. My trainer John is doing just as good a job, if not better, helping me regain that strength. But I do think that this surgery was a God-given opportunity to get closer to my goal of becoming a top goalie in the FPHL next season. I'm the biggest goalie in the league, and most importantly, I'm more determined and I'm more driven than anybody else in the league. And nothing's going to stop that goal and stop me from accomplishing it. So. That is the paddles, these are the toes, and then butt ends is Paradox, Sentry. Right here, it's a little custom grip. If you've ever been to the Richmond Olympic Oval, I think you know what I'm talking about. Like there's like a feeling, a sensation when you come here that is just really intoxicating. It's an amazing place to skate. Vancouver 2010, the speed skating track was here for the Olympic Oval, and then they turned it into the world-class facility with the gym, the volleyball court, the ping pong court, the basketball court, the 2 rinks. They literally have everything. Usually I spend the entire month and a here before the start of the season, and not rehabbing from hip surgery, but. So this is gonna be my 6th skate back since I had hip surgery. And right now my focus is working through my lack of strength on my right side, getting physically comfortable and confident in my hip again, and most importantly with the basics of goaltending so that I can get back to where I was in Motor City before I left for surgery in December. And that is where the real journey and the real work begins to accomplish my goals in the FPHL for 2023-24. Also, I have started to have a few issues with my Connect skates popping off recently, so right here, Ty Taylor, who former Tampa Bay Lightning draft pick, just helped to push back my Connect clips back onto my skates. Skates that I do are with these like 12 and 16-year-old kids. One of them was critiquing me, telling me, hey man, like you look out of sync from the waist down, like your legs are a little bit slow, but the gloves look great. I had surgery from the waist down, nothing from the waist up. Anyway, still on schedule for being 110% for the start of next season, which is great. Just taking a little bit longer than anticipated, and it's all gonna be worth it. It's part of the game plan. Now, I've spoken a lot in the past about my goals to become an elite FPHL goalie this upcoming season. Now, how am I going to do it? Well, I've covered the on-ice aspect in this video, which is going to require my hip to be at 100% to fulfill those changes. But outside of that, the most important piece is going to be my diet, because I have officially re-entered fat camp, because I'm 138 pounds in this clip, and 240 was actually the heaviest weigh-in that I had last week. But my goal is to cut 20 pounds of fat and go from there. I'm doing about 2,600 calories a day currently, which is going to decrease as we go forward from my protein oatmeal with a 100% real maple syrup, protein French toast, or my life-changing protein banana pancakes. I promise you, these things are good. I'm trying to find ways to keep my food exciting, from double cheeseburgers, crispy edge lasagna, steak and eggs. Everything is protein packed and catered to me not wanting to hate the food that I eat. And yes, this is gonna suck as we go on, but this is what it's gonna take to become an elite FPHL goalie and lighter so I can move around better. This includes lots of water, obviously my greens powders, protein powders, and fat burners from Beyond Yourself really help with that. And by the way, I am still a functioning coffee addict, so about 2 to 3 cups a day, every single day. And by the way, this right here is a really good dark roast I found out of Valemont, BC. Now last summer, I spent a lot of time training Jitsiu to work on my breath work, patience, and mental clarity in tense moments. Well, my surgeon and my physio have advised against Jiu-Jitsu currently just because of the high demand that it has on my surgically repaired hip with the pivot and the rotation on that hip, which I will return to eventually. But for now, I just joined a Muay Thai studio, and if you know anything about downtown Vancouver and East Hastings, well, you know that I may actually need to put this into practice a little bit sooner than maybe you'd think. Now, outside of my diet, water intake, and mixed martial arts training, I'm trying to find any advantage that I can to make me stop more pucks next season, and that includes gear. I just got my brand new Sheath 90 580 stock glove, and it's basically a practice palm, double T pocket, skate lace pocket as well,
and it's going to have its own video coming out very soon, which I cannot wait to share. I also just ordered a brand new Hyperlight 2 chest protector and custom Hyperlight 2 sticks, which I'm really excited for, and also some Lefebvre 12.2 and 20.2 Chinese made gear to test out. Just trying to see what's going to work best for my game, any advantages that I can find, what am I missing, all that kind of stuff. And whatever I don't want to use, I'm going to be selling it on my Sideline Swap Locker, which there's going to be a link for in the video description. So if you want to pick up any of my old gear, that's the place to do so. Okay.
He might bark when these two big dogs come.
So he's a lemon beagle apparently, which is why he's white. He's a whited out albino beagle. That is going to be the cutest beagle I've ever seen, although my prayers have not been answered. To find somebody in Vancouver who will let me babysit their beagle, it's a step in the right direction. So one of the common themes in my life the past 4 months is obviously rehabbing from hip surgery, but another story that's played out at the same time, I guess if you will, is I moved to Vancouver on a full-time basis back in January. My goalie coach, Pascal Villana, who I believe is the best goalie coach in the world, lives here. I have access to that full-time. My new trainer, John, over at level 10 in Vancouver, I heard he was one of the best. He trains countless guys in Europe, the NHL, the American, like he is the real deal. And my girlfriend lives here on a full-time basis too, so all that just kind of made sense. We're in between the mountains. You have a little bit of that blend of Winnipeg with the flatlands in between the valleys of the mountains, right next to the ocean. They say that Vancouver has the best sunsets in the world. Hard to see the sunrises because the mountains and everything east gets in the way. I would argue that Winnipeg has better sunrises and sunsets as well because everything's flat. You just see it. I miss Winnipeg. I miss my flat prairies. I miss my mom. I miss my cat. I miss, even to an extent, Zach at Evolution Hockey, who organizes the skates that I do usually in the summer in Winnipeg. Yeah, I guess if there was one thing to sum it up, you can take the boy out of Winnipeg, but you can't take the Winnipeg out of the boy. I'm just a patriotic Winnipegger who plays professional hockey for a living, rehabbing from hip surgery, and just so happens to live in Vancouver. So
here's a word from today's video sponsor, Manscaped.com. The new Manscaped Beard Hedger is the premium beard sculpting machine with enough power and precision to craft your style in a single swipe. The kit comes with a styling cream, a beard conditioner and shampoo, a little scrubby here for getting all the junk out of your beard, and the main attraction, the hedger itself. It's got 20 different lengths that are controlled by this little zoom wheel that you click back and forth, as you see here. It also carries a 60-minute battery life on a single charge, all encased in its waterproof design. And you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code TRAVSUCKS at manscaped.com. That is 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code TRAVSUCKS at checkout. It is time to feel sexy and free this 2023, and I cannot say thank you enough to manscaped.com for sponsoring this video. Now the FPHL Expansion draft is right around the corner, and I'm going to share all the details with you where I ultimately end up when I have that update for you. But when that happens, I'm also going to be having a collector series of cards in both regular and holographic print, as you see on the screen, from my junior days, college, my 2 years in Sweden, and obviously my time in Motor City, in both regular printed trading cards and holographic trading cards. And they're available for pre-order right now at the link in the video description, and I'll be shipping out all the orders once the inventory arrives later this month. I want to say thank you so much again for watching this video, and I cannot wait to share with you more details about where I'm going to be playing this season in the FPHL next Sunday for the next vlog, and I look forward to seeing you then.